Hey guys, it's Ogs from the US. Donald Trump is no longer the president of the United States of America. It's Joe Biden. But it's still Frank Lampard at Chelsea Football Club for some reason. Because the guy been sacked thousands of times in the past since last season, and especially this season since December 2020. So that tells me that it's not because you are yelling, insulting, and pushing that it's going to make any difference. Only the main guy, Abramovich, can do something about Frank Lampard. So you can choose to waste your time on insulting people, attacking me for defending Frank Lampard. Maybe you should think about it and maybe go attack Abramovich, who got another vision about the club and about Frank Lampard. How about that? I'm just a normal guy like you. I don't make decisions, okay? I just give my opinion and I respect people's opinion too. In my channel, there are so many people who want Frank Lampard out. Only few people want Frank Lampard in, and I respect everybody. Everybody got a voice, but it looks like people want to force me to say Frank Lampard out. They will insult me, insult my family, insult everybody around me just to make me say that Frank Lampard need to go. But it's not gonna happen, brother. This is democracy here, okay? You have your choice. I have my choice. I will support Frank Lampard until the last day. If the new guys comes, I will support that new guy until he leaves and all that. I supported Mauricio Sarri. If you don't know, back then I didn't have a YouTube channel, but I was supporting him until the last minute when he won the Europa League. I was even more fan of him. I was like, hey, give him more time because the guy just deserves, you know, a second season. At some point I was against him. I'm not gonna lie and flip-flop. Yes, I was very angry because he didn't use youth from the academy. This season and last season also, I was very critical with Frank Lampard. But being critical doesn't mean you need him out. Can you see the difference? Nobody is perfect. Even your perfect manager is coming to Chelsea. He's not going to be perfect. So we need to respect each other's opinion. You have your likes and dislikes. I respect you, and you have to respect my likes and dislikes. You can't impose me to like what you like. You like red, I like blue. We are in the same family, no problem. But if you're gonna impose me, push me, attack my family just for football because of my choices, and then your place is not here. You can block me, you can unsubscribe to the channel because I don't need you here. I have to give my opinion and I don't have to flip-flop just to please you for business reason. You know what I mean? Anyways, guys, Frank Lampard still in charge by the time I am recording this video. You like it or not, it's not gonna change one damn thing. Sunday, he's going to be in charge for the FA Cup on Sunday. So while we are waiting for Frank Lampard to be sacked and our perfect manager to come take over Chelsea Football Club, we have now to think about the club. Forget about Frank Lampard, okay? Just think about the club. We have games coming thick and fast, and we have to figure out how to win those games. So if Frank Lampard still in charge, what would you do? How can he get Chelsea Football Club back on track? Number one solution, go back to the basics. What I mean by basics is defenders need to defend, midfielders need to connect the attack and the defense, and attackers need to score goals, or at least try to score goals. Simple as that. Football sometimes is very simple. We try to complicate football by the system and do this and that and whatever it is. But if you can go back to the simple things in football, which is every person do what they are supposed to do, football is going to be beautiful. That also means play players in their natural positions. Don't try to force it, brother. Don't play Timo Werner in the position that he's not comfortable. Callum Hudson-Odoi can play better from the left. Just play him on the left. Don't force him from the right because you're not gonna get 100%. If that makes sense. Number 2 solution for me would be Frank Lampard need to play players on merit and not on the price tag, if that makes sense. If Timo Werner and Kai Havertz are not performing good, you have to give a chance to other players. I don't care how much they cost. I don't care about getting it wrong. I just care about the final result. They need to sit on the bench and let other players play, if that makes sense. I don't know how much freedom he got when it comes to selecting players, because certain players will include in their contract that they have to play every game when they are fit. So you have also to consider that aspect. Probably the club would impose Frank Lampard to use certain players because they want to keep their investment high. So in that case, there is nothing Frank Lampard can do. You have just to accept it. Solution number 3, find your best 11 and stop twisting and changing all the time. That also means you have to find your main system and your backup system. In case the system 1 is not working out, you can switch immediately to system B. But if you're gonna play the same thing, try to do the same thing over and over, expecting a different outcome, that is insanity. I think Frank Lampard been forcing the 4-3-3 to the limit, okay? It's 4-3-3 or nothing else. Frank Lampard, remember, brother, I supported you last season because of your ability to use different systems, okay? I had a problem with Mauricio Sarri because he only know one way and one way of playing football. And I was relieved that we could use different systems. But this season, it looks like Frank Lampard is following other managers by being very stubborn. I can understand that if you have already a complete team, you know, a team that's been together for few years, that know each other very well. But now the project is very young to just stick on one thing, because we need the result, you know, the end of the day. You need point, and sometimes you have to sacrifice your philosophy just to get the result. So you have to choose your fight, brother, for the sake of the result. You know what I mean? So you don't give Man City the same fight that you're gonna give to Aston Villa, for example. Okay? So you need to find strategy according to the opposition in this moment and time, because we need result. Last season, Frank Lampard showed us that he could, and we got some great result against Liverpool, against Everton. Nobody really thought that we were going to win those games, against Man City and even against Man United, and we got the result. Why not continue with the same strategy while you are building your team? Right now, we can't impose our game to the opposition because we're still very young and very weak. Simple as that. Solution number 4, get rid of bad apple and dead wood. Well, this is very controversial here because the club might ask Frank Lampard to keep them around because they need to be sold. We need the money. There is a business side of Chelsea that many people don't know. So if Frank Lampard is imposed to keep Marcos Alonso in the team, for example, there is nothing Frank Lampard can do about it. Can you see what I'm trying to say here? But if there is a chance to get rid of those people, you have to do it because they become very toxic in the dressing room. They have a lot of friends already because they've been there for years, and their friends are not happy that their buddies are not playing. So it's gonna create some camp, you know, in the squad. So you're gonna find maybe Brazilians, you know, in the same camp. You're gonna find like Spanish people in the other camp, the French speaking people, and when that is forming, it's very difficult to get the result out of your team. If you played all kind of football in school or anywhere, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. And Sir Alex Ferguson used to say, if you have a bad apple, just get rid of him because everybody else is going to be affected by that person. But in today's generation, I don't know how much power Frank Lampard has to make a decision like that. Solution number 5, man management. The problem with top players is that they are not patient, if you know what I mean. Frank Lampard used to be the top of the top, and he expects everybody to be like him, to have the same work ethic like him. And it's very easy to frustrate them because they just can't understand why today's generation don't take football seriously. Frank Lampard used to come 1 hour earlier than anybody and will leave after everybody just so he can practice and he can get better. But today's generation, they can't wait until the end of the training session so they can run, go home, and play video games. They are always late. They are not disciplined at all. You know, they don't look at their food and everything they do. They don't sleep anymore because they have to play all kind of games online. And I can go on and on. So Frank Lampard needs to find a way of dealing with the new generation. If you're going to frustrate them, you're going to lose the dressing room.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe
If you really like the video, make sure you subscribe
and turn on your notification.
and turn on your notification.
For more videos, click here, and to subscribe, click here.
What you waiting for? Subscribe now. Capaz, viu?